But soft! What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the moon. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou her maid art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but thick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off, it is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses, I will answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars, as daylight doth a lamp. Her eyes in heaven would through the airy region stream so bright that birds would sing, and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Ay me.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night being over my head as this winged messenger of heaven, onto the white upturned wood-ring eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him, when he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, but be sworn that I love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, thou not a Montague. What's a Montague? It is nor hand nor foot, no, not arm or face, nor any other part belonging to a man, but be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose, by any other word would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes, without that title. Romeo doth thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus beseeched in the night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By name I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I written it, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of thy tongue's uttering, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
How canst thou hither tell me and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place is death considering who thou art, and if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did I approach these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out. And what love can do that dares love attempt? Therefore thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eyes than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their eyes. And but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate, than death prorogued, wanting of thy love.
But whose direction foundest thou out in this place?
By love that first did prompt me to inquire, he lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet wert thou as far as that vast shore washed to the fairest sea. I should adventure for such merchandise.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush repaint my cheek. For that which thou hast heard me speak tonight, fain would I dwell on form, fain deny. What I have spoke but fair will compliment. Dost thou love me? I knew thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word, yet if thou swearest, thou mayest prove false at lovers' perjuries. They say Jove laughs, O gentle Romeo. If thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully, or if thou thinkest I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay. So thou wilt woo, but else would not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too found, and therefore thou mayest think my behavior light. Be trust me, gentlemen, I will prove more true than those they have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but thou overheardst ere I was ware. My true love's passion, therefore pardon you, and not impute this yielding to light love, which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I vow, the tips with silver all these fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon that muslin changes in her circled orb, lest thou love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all, or if thou wilt swear by gracious self, which is by God of my adultery, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love.
Well, do not swear, although I join thee. I have no joy of this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning which doth cease to be, ere one can say, it lightens. Sweet, good night. This bud of my light by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when we next meet. Good night, good night. As sweet repose and rest come to thy heart as that within my breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it for what purpose, love?
But to be frank and give it to thee again, and yet I wish but for a thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love is deep, the more I give to thee. The more I have, for both are infinite.
Juliet!
I hear more noise within, dear love, adieu. Anon, good nurse, sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little, I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night, I am afeard. Being a night, all this is but a dream, too flattering, sweet, to be substantial.
These words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If thy event of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow, by one that I'll procure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform thy right, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow me, my lord, throughout the world.
Madam!
I come anon, but if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee.
Madam!
By and by I come, to cease thy strife, and leave me to thy grief, tomorrow will I send.
So thrive my soul,
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worst. To what thy light, love goes toward love as schoolboys from their books, but love from love toward school with heavy looks.
Hist, Romeo, hist, for a falconer's voice, to lure these tasselled gentle back again, bondage is hoarse, they may not speak aloud, else would I tear the cave where echo lies, and make her airy tongue more hoarse than mine, with repetition of Romeo's name, Romeo.
It is my soul that calls upon thy name. How silver sweet sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music by attending ears.
Romeo,
My sweet,
oh, what clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
by the hour of 9.
I will not fail, 'tis 20 years till then, I have forgot why I call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget to have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stay to have thee still forget, forgetting any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning, I would have thee gone, yet no farther than a wanton bird that lets it hop a little from her hand, like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, and with a silken thread plucks it back again, so loving jealous of his liberty.
I would I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I, yet I should kill thee with so much cherishing. Good night, good night. Parting is such a sorrow, that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep, dwell upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Would I here sleep, and peace so sweet to rest. Hence will to thy my ghostly father sell, his help to crave, and my dear hap to tell. The end! Did you turn it off yet?
No.
Press the button you said.